Good morning, everybody. How are you? In this difficult time, I hope that this gives you some sense of joy and meaning and something to look forward to. Vicky here, do my practice in my own house, and what I'd like to do is a gentle exercise, some breathing, and then the meditation, which will be the most important part of the class. Okay, so we'll start off getting yourself a chair, sitting down, making yourselves nice and comfortable, but sitting out at the edge of the chair like this, so that when you sit out, that your feet are planted on the floor. And we always talk about how's your posture, so the difference between hanging in on the chair and then the difference between turning up your hands and again straightening your spine and your thumb and finger together is very much about sitting up into your posture. How's your posture? That's the important part of it for me. Apart from that, your breathing becomes much more alive when you're sitting up straight, whereas when you're hanging down, it's not, it's kind of stagnant. So when you sit up, it's nice and flowing, as we say, the prana is flowing. So we'd start off the class by simply putting the hands on the belly. And again, take a few minutes now to tap your toes and tap your fingers and close your eyes. And feel that the thumbs are resting on the navel and the fingers are pointing down there towards the pubic bone area. And then when we start the practice, we begin by inhaling. And as we inhale, we might feel the belly filling up or expanding. And as we exhale, we might feel the belly relaxing. And as we inhale, we might feel the belly fill up. And as we exhale, we might feel the belly release. And I always say, if you don't get that feeling, visualize yourself blowing up into a balloon and filling up the balloon as much as you can, and then letting the air out of your balloon and letting it slowly and gently out, slowly and gently out. And now inhaling and filling up your belly with air, expanding, and then exhaling and releasing the air out of your belly and relaxing. And the last one now, inhaling and filling up your belly, and then exhaling and releasing your belly. And now we'll take a little relaxer after that and turn up your hands and thumb and finger touch. And again, remember, how's my posture? Sitting up nice and straight, making sure that you're sitting out at the edge of the chair. And now we begin with just stretching out the arms and the fingers. So with that, we bring the arms out nice and long in front of us, stretching out your fingers. Lovely. Don't forget to even get into the webbing of your fingers, to stretch them out. Lovely. And then with that, we'd squeeze the fingers together into a fist and then release them. And now we'll say inhaling, squeeze into your fist, and exhaling, releasing your fingers, and inhaling and squeezing into a fist, and exhaling and releasing your fingers. Wonderful. And now we release back into our sitting up position. Are we sitting up nice and straight into our posture? And now we go through a few little exercises. So we'd start off with the Padahasta Namaskar one that we've been usually doing. And this is thumb and finger touching, sitting up nice and straight. Relax your head and neck. Don't have any tension in your neck. Lovely. And then open out your arms. And when you open out your arms, visualize your ribs opening, your lungs opening. Good. Stretch out those fingers. Beautiful. Thumb and finger touching. And roll your shoulders forward. Again, that lovely sensation of getting the biceps and triceps gathered up there. And bring your hands out in front. Sorry, the joke is in my way. Bring your hands out in front and turn in your hands. And now again, as you can see from the side, we've got that lovely upper back stretch. And now we bring the hands into the chest and we release the back. And then we turn around again, that's me. And then we lift up our hands and we lengthen up into the length. Good. And then we open out the palms of the hands once again and we go into a little back bend. And then we roll the shoulders forward and we bring the hands out in front. Again, and now we bring the hands into the navel, and any anxieties we're holding inside, we go 2 more. Inhaling. Open out the ribs, open out the chest, open out the lungs, open out the fingers, drop the shoulders out of your ears. Exhaling, roll the shoulders forward and bring the hands out in front. Beautiful. Feel that the shoulders are relaxed now. Maybe move your head from right to left. Stretch your left hand forward. Now bring it back. Stretch your right hand forward. Lovely. And then bring it back. Beautiful. And now bring the hands into your chest and, as we say, to neutral spine. And now we go into a little back bend as we open the hands out. And then we reach up and lengthen again, stretching up the fingers. How's your head? How's your neck? Good. And now we open out the palms of the hands again and go into a little back bend. And now we roll the shoulders forward and we bring the hands out in front. And then we bring the hands into the navel. And then, as we say, and now we begin that session again. And inhaling, back bending, exhaling, roll the shoulders forward and bring the hands out in front. Good. Make sure your neck is okay and your shoulders are okay. Drop your shoulders down your back. Bring your hands into your chest. Reach up and lengthen and extend the fingers all the way up. And now mind your neck and your head, so lower your head down, but have a nice long energy in your spine there, wakening up the spine. And now as we open out the palms of the hands, we go into a little back bend. And now we can feel the lungs expanding, the chest expanding, the ribs expanding. And now we release all that and roll the shoulders forward and bring the hands out in front. And once again, relax your shoulders and relax your arms. And now bring your hands into your navel. And now we extend and send out all the stuff that we're holding in the body. Well done. So now we'll move into Trikonasana on the chair, triangle pose, and then we'll move into warrior 1 and 2, and on the right side and then on the left side, and then we'll do a little hip and belly massage and with the twist, and then we'll finish off with the meditation. So we start off with the right leg. So we step the right leg out to the side. So when we open out the right leg, we're opening out the right hip. And then we put the right hand on the right knee, and with the left hand we lift it up. So as you can see here, we've the 4 limbs opened, we've the fingers stretched out on both sides. Right hand is opening and left hand is raised up. If you've got problems with your shoulders, drop your shoulder down. Lovely. And again, suit yourself to all of this exercise. If anything is too much for you, downsize it to yourself. So if the hand is up too high, bring it down yourself. Good, as nobody's looking at you at home. Lovely. And then you breathe in and you breathe out. Wonderful. And you breathe in and you breathe out. And you breathe in and you breathe out. Wonderful. And then to move into warrior 1, we tap the right foot. We bring both hands up to the ears. We drop the shoulders down and we bring the elbows towards the ribs. Lovely. So now we're going to twist. So we're going to work into massaging the internal organs in there. So again, as we twist to the right, we keep the right knee out, and now we go belly to the right, rib to the right, and hand to the right. And then when we're here, as you can see, your visualization is we've a lovely twist. We've the right hip open. Again, you can adjust your hip if you want it wider yourself. Make comfortable, maybe shuffle around the chair, but make sure that your 2 feet are good and solid. And when you twist, the most important part of the twist is your breathing. So we go inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Wonderful. And inhale and exhale. Lovely. So we're coming back now, and we want to tap the right foot, and we want to come back with the elbows, the rib cage and the belly. And now we move into warrior 2, and this is where we lengthen out both arms, but making sure again that your neck is not tense. So have a little look over your right and left shoulder. Keep your feet good and solid on the floor. And now again with the hands stretched out as if we were reaching to either side, to the right wall and then to the left wall. Again, fingers wide, getting into the webbing of your fingers. And now we're going to breathe 3 times. So we inhale, lift an inch. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting an inch. Exhale, lowering down. Beautiful. And inhale, lifting an inch. And exhaling, lowering down. Beautiful. So put your hands on your hips. And now it's time to move the right hip in and bring it back to where it was. Give yourself a little wiggle to relax. Shake your hands and shake your feet. And now we'll do the other side. So we'll send the left leg out to the left. We bring the left hip out. Lovely, I'll just adjust this here. Good. The left foot is out. We're turning out the left leg. Good. The right foot is in. Again, we're grounding ourselves. We're at the edge of the chair. Beautiful. And we're going into Trikonasana on the left hand side. So we lengthen out the hands. We drop the shoulders. Beautiful. Wiggle the fingers for a moment. Left hand down to the left knee. And now right hand extends. And once again, if your hand does not want to go up too high, bend your elbow into, as we say, cactus tree pose. But lengthen your arm if you feel like stretching nice and high, making sure that those fingers are nice and wide and open. Beautiful. And now we're going to breathe 3 times. So inhaling, stretching up. Exhaling, release. Inhaling, stretching up. Exhaling, release. And inhaling, as we stretch up, you can feel your rib, you can feel your shoulder expanding and lifting. And exhaling, release. Beautiful. So we're going to tap the left foot. And we're going to bring the hands up to the ears. And then we're going to drop the shoulders down to the rib cage. And now we're going into warrior 1. So with the twist. Yeah. So here we go. Again, think of visualizing your navel moving to the left. Visualize your rib moving to the left. And visualize your elbow moving to the rest. And then look back at me. Beautiful. So have a look at your posture. Have a little quick look. And then make sure you have the twist. And again, it's a lovely feeling of getting that lovely massage in your belly and getting all your internal organs moving. Yeah. So again, we do it very gently. And then 3 times we breathe in and then we breathe out. Beautiful. And we breathe in and we breathe out. Beautiful. And we breathe in and then we breathe out. Gorgeous. And now slowly come back and visualize your navel coming back. Visualize your rib coming back and visualize your arms coming back. Beautiful. And now the extension of the 2 hands. So once again, drop the shoulders down. Open the fingers out, right and left. Drop the shoulders down a wee bit more. Good. And all we're going to do again is just lift the hands an inch and lower them with an inhale and an exhale. So off we go. Inhaling. Lifting up an inch. Exhaling, lowering down. Beautiful. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, lowering down. Beautiful, everybody. And inhaling, lifting up. And exhaling, lowering down. Wonderful. And now we're going to bring the hands on the hips and we're going to bring the left hip in, and now we're going to shake all of that out. Lovely. And we're going to put the hands on the belly for a moment and we're going to do 3 breaths, inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. Lovely. And again, we're just going to bring the right knee up. If you can hold the right shin. This is the last one now. And we're going to see if you can lift the right shin up. And as we lift the right shin up, we're lifting up the right hip. And then again, it's always optional. We draw the head down, but we don't push or pull. We draw the head down towards the knee with an inhale and an exhale. And we draw it up with an inhale and then we loosen it with an exhale. And we inhale and lift up the knee with an inhale, and with the exhale we lower it down. And that's that side done. And now the left side, we lift up the shin, and again take your time. If you don't like to do this on the shin, you can put your hands under your thigh and just raise up and down, play around with it. Good. And as we lift up the shin, we bring the head towards it, but we don't shove the head. We do it very gently, breathing in, lifting up the hip, and then releasing the hip with the exhale. Lifting up the hip with an inhale, and then exhaling the hip with the exhale. And inhaling, lifting up the hip, and exhaling, and release down. And give it a good old shake out there. And now, I know this is your favourite part of the class. You've said it to me over and over and over again. I wish I was there giving you a head massage, but again, I suppose this is just going to be just as nice for me to be able to contact you this way. So we're going to start off now with the meditation. So our visualization with the meditation is now close your eyes. And as we begin the visual meditation around the body, we begin to sense or visualize a tiny little light at the top of your head. From the top of your head, it circles the top of your head, and then we bring it down to the forehead. We bring it to the right side of the temple and over to the left. We bring it into the center, third eye. We bring it to the left eyelid and over to the right, softening and releasing your eyes. We bring it to the right cheekbone and the left cheekbone, softening and releasing your cheekbones. We bring it to the right ear, and the little light wanders around the right ear into the thick skin and the soft skin and the hard skin. And then we go into the inner ear, light up the inner ear. And then we move out the left ear, and again move in and out of all those little squiggly architectural bits in your left ear. And then we come to the tip of the nose. From the tip of the nose we go down to the top lip and the bottom lip, the tip of your tongue, and all the way back to the root of your thumb. Release and relax your mouth. And now we move to the chin and throat. From the chin and throat we move to the neck. From the neck we move to the right shoulder. From the right shoulder we move down the right arm to the elbow, the wrist and the right hand, and all of the fingers of your right hand. We move to the right hip, thigh, knee, shin, ankle and right foot. All the toes of the right foot. Moving into the big toe, the fourth toe, the third, the second and the baby toe. Now we move to the sole of the right foot, the arch, the heel, the ankle, the shin, the calf, the knee, the thigh and the right hip. Hold the light on your right hip now for a moment and visualize the light giving the right hip a bit of nourishment. And then we move up the right rib cage and then up to the right shoulder. And hold the light on the right shoulder for a moment. And again, once again, visualize the light moving around your right shoulder. And now we bring it into the center of the collarbones, and then we move it over to the left side of the body, beginning with the left shoulder, down the left arm, into the left hand, all of the fingers of the left hand, the left hip and thigh, knee, shin, ankle and left foot. All the toes of your left foot, beginning with the big toe, the fourth toe, third, second and baby toe. We move into the sole of the left foot, the arch, the heel, the ankle, the shin, the calf, the knee, the thigh and the left hip. Hold the light on your left hip and visualize the light moving around your left hip as an energy, as a healing light. And then move it up the rib cage, up the left rib cage, and then up to the left shoulder. Hold it on the left shoulder. And now from the left shoulder, bring it into the center of the collarbones, and now we move it out the back. Visualize the light moving out the back, and starting at the top of your spine, bring the light down your spine. Bring it down to the middle of your spine, and then down to your lower spine. When you get to your lower spine, hold the light on your tailbone, and once again, with the eyes closed, visualize that light expanding out into your tailbone and sending the energy and the light down further into your lower body. Hold it there for a moment. And now as we bring the light back up the spine, we come up gently up to the lower spine, up to the middle spine, and up to the upper spine, to the back of the neck. And now we hold that light again, once again, on the back of the neck, and visualizing the light expanding again on the back of your neck, and then moving into your shoulders and all the stiffness there in your shoulders and the tension that we create in the back of the neck and the shoulders, and give it a moment to settle, and then bring it up to the back of the head, and then to the top of the head. And now the light comes to the center of the forehead, where it settles in the center of the forehead, where we are grounded, where we have a sense of, as we say, coming into the body, not outside the body. So as we look into the light in the center of the forehead, we're moving inward. And then we take a moment now to settle and relax into that. And again, the visualization is such a lovely thing to do. Your light can be a healing light, or it can just be a little guiding light, whichever you wish. And now we bring our hands to touch. And as we bring our hands to touch, we hold the energy there and we bring them up to the top of the head. Clarity of thoughts for the day. Clarity of thoughts for the day. We bring the hands down to the lips. Clarity of speech for the day. Clarity of speech for the day. And then we bring the hands down to the heart. And with that, we keep the baby fingers together and we open out the hands. And when we open out the hands, we have this visualization that we're receiving something. We can receive it. We can send it out there. We can send it out there. If there's somebody out there that you're worried about particularly now, send it out there. Let them receive it. Or we can send it even further out and beyond ourselves. This beautiful thought. And then we close the hands to seal that thought. And now we draw it in, and allow it to settle there in your heart for a moment. Allow that thought, giving, receiving, or accepting, whichever you choose, and just allow it to settle there. And now, as we bow our heads to ourselves, the highest honor we can give ourselves. We bow our heads to our inner teacher for gratitude, for respect, and for everybody in this room and beyond this room. Namaste.